uh-oh, we're under attack. All those things I said about the Bohemian Grove people turn out to be true, and they're coming after us. We have the siren. Run! Oh! It's Rossco Soul Train Show, and I'ma do what I want because I'm free. So come on, mama, take a seat because we about ready to have a good time. You know you want to. Me and George are really dressed for the occasion, but today, what do you want to do?
We're going to Occidental.
No, what are we gonna do?
We're gonna wear a Hawaiian shirt. No, we're gonna go. We were talking about this earlier.
We're going on a
log run. GUERNVILLE. So we decided to make a pit stop in GUERNVILLE for some food. There's a random weird antique store that's behind us. Hats for sale and some VHS and DVDs. I wonder if there's anything good in there. Let's get some tacos. Blackberry season is almost upon us, and when that happens, this is going to be like crazy popping full of blackberries, because you can just see there's like ridiculous amounts on this bush. There's no water in the creek, but definitely berries on the bush. George is going to eat one of the berries that he grabbed from the road, which I like to refer to as pea berries, because they're usually coated in pee-pee. And oh no, you got scared?
Yeah, I got scared.
Yeah, so today we're going to film a bunch of the logging towns that are located in Sonoma County, and the first place we're going to go to after we eat these tacos is going to be Duncan's Mills. So let's party on some tacos. So George went for the original Orangina and the mountain of pork.
Orangina.
Are you excited about the pork mountain that you got going on here?
Definitely.
Well, this looks good, man. I'm excited to dig in. Right. So what was the verdict on those tacos, George?
I got 2 pastor and 2 carnitas tacos.
You know, I think we should stop into this antique store just because, you know, what normally would be like the drug dealing section of the Safeway parking lot, they actually ended up putting some weird steel building. So it looks weird enough from the outside that we definitely should check this place out. Yeah, that store was basically a bust. So off to Duncan's Mills we go. Let's go logging. So I tucked my way in the back here. We're in Duncan's Mills now. It used to be a lumber mill back in the 1870s, and a couple guys named Sam and Alex Duncan decided to make it a little community. So they have this little shopping area. It's pretty cool. It's got like antique shops and art galleries and some restaurants and some really cool little tea shops. It's cute. It's just like all these little chubbed out little structures. They got some little gardens. It's very windy, so let's go take a tour. Come on. So when this was originally a mining town, one thing that happened was there was an indigenous group of fairies that were living all throughout the woods here.
And unfortunately, when they logged it all out, the fairies ended up leaving or dying off or something. But
the rumor has it is that some of the fairies have stuck around and have ended up hanging out at the store. There it is. And they resist. I told you guys.
Heading into bear country.
Unfortunately, it looks like this whole museum is closed, but we'll take you around the backside. Maybe we can get a look at some of these train carts, because I know there was a museum here. I don't know when it closed down or anything, but it looks like it hasn't been open for quite a while, unfortunately. How them pea berries tasting, George?
Not pea berries. Dude, look at these ones.
These ones are good. Wow, I think we should pick a bunch of these.
Okay.
This thing is like loaded. Found some fruit trees and plucked some delicious plums off the tree. Blackberries, but they're just not quite ready yet. There might be a couple that are okay, but for the most part, these look all right. These ones actually, there's a couple right here look good. Yeah, those look good. That the blackberries at the store are really gross, and they are always like hard and big. And he doesn't like the hard and big ones. He likes the soft and small ones, believe it or not. So now that we've finished off with Duncan Mills, we are in Monte Rio, California. And Monte Rio was another one of the towns that was connected by the North Pacific Coast Railway that went from Cazadero, which isn't too far away from here, all the way to Sausalito. And I believe it was mostly to probably transport loggers from the logging communities that were up here to Sausalito, San Francisco area, take a ferry. But we're standing right now in front of the old Rio Theater, and it's just like, I think it's still running. And I think it's one of the few theaters that hasn't switched over to all digital projectors. I could be wrong, they could have actually been forced to switch back over, but I'm gonna show you some of the artwork that's still on the front of it. It's pretty cool. And then I'll show you, there's a cool sign that hangs over Monte Rio that basically says,
Vacation Wonderland and welcome back. Oh yeah, and also, there's a really cool little thing over here.
So that's kind of neat. There's these dudes in Guerneville who redo old 1950s, 60s, 40s trailers, and I'm pretty sure that's probably something that they actually worked on, because I saw what they were working on in their shop not too long ago, and it's pretty nice. So there's this big ass mural here that's really nasty. You really can't even tell what it is. But the last thing I wanted to talk to you about in Monte Rio, there's a place called Bohemian Grove that's here. And I guess a lot of world leaders and all these secret people conduct ceremonies, rituals. We've heard that there's like sacrifices with animals and people. Cute little town, nice little beach. We just ran into an old buddy of ours, Jesse, which was awesome. But we're gonna go now to Occidental, because that's another little old logging town, old resort town with the power of some magic, Mazda magic. We will meet you there. So we're up here in the Occidental, California. It's the third leg of our journey, our final leg of the journey. And this was another one of those resort towns for the logging community. Or
no, it was a logging community, and then it was a resort town for a bunch of people from San Francisco. Still kind of is a resort town a little bit. It definitely has like people that are Occidental people. It's beautiful little place. There's Union Hotel Restaurant and hotel here. Isn't there, what is that place down there? Actually non-unionized too, which is a very... Yeah, Basil's fun fact. What's the restaurant over there that Bob got married at?
That is called,
Negri's.
Negri's.
Yeah, there's like a...
It's been there for a long time.
Yeah, it's like the famous
Negri's restaurant, but I think that there's a motel. It might be abandoned, I'm not quite sure, but we're gonna walk up the street and find out if it's abandoned. And if it's not abandoned, it's gonna be kind of cool anyway. All right, let's go. Well, it does look like it's abandoned. It looks really creepy. One little thing to know about these areas is that
pretty much all the lumber that was used, or that was taken out of here, was used to build all the Victorians in San Francisco. Hey!
Well, it actually looks like this is a working motel or something. I don't know. What do you think this place is? Do you think people are living there?
Yeah, I think it's a motel with people with that. Most likely.
Looks really creepy, but I'm not sure if I want to be walking through there because people get kind of freaked out when you have a camera.
When they're up to weaselly things. Usually people don't care when you have a camera in their face if they're not up to weaselly things, but for some reason, all the weasels of the world, they really don't like to be on camera at all. And it's not like anybody really cares, you know, it's like, yeah, just because you're a crackhead doing all kinds of weird crackheady things, it's not like the government is watching you online. But for whatever reason, every cracky out there just thinks,
it's like, you know, I don't want to be on film, you know, I don't want to be on film. It's like, come on, you're on a public street. Get out of here with that, I don't want to be on film. You're being watched. Oh, you're looking for all the medical cannabis dispensaries? Is that what you're looking for? Yeah, it's for Nepal. Well, it looks like we got shut out of the abandoned motel that just so happened not to be abandoned. So we're done. And I'm glad you guys had a great trip like we did on the logging towns of Sonoma County. So remember, folks, always be kind and rewind. Peace, y'all.